Guys, what's going on? So what we got going on, we're going to show you how to build a crate and what to ship your trainee in when you have failure. Now, I did phone Calimer transmission, and he basically instructed me what to do. I'm going to share this with you guys just so you know. The first thing you need to do is buy a 50-gallon Craftsman tote. It's on wheels. We are going to build a subframe, if you will, or a crate to set the trainee on. We'll tie it down or hold it in place with ratchet straps, and then we'll zip tie the lid down. Of course, when we ship, everything's going to be stripped off the transmission. No sensors, no fluid. It's going to be perfectly clean, so when they receive it, they can just unbundle it and get to work on it and then get it back to us in the same container. So building a structure firms up the bottom. The tote has wheels on it, so that would probably aid in shipping and moving, because I believe the trainee is around 175 pounds. I'm not sure about that, but so anyways, we'll get to work and we'll get going, let you see what's going on here, and then tomorrow's a big day. She comes out. Hopefully I'll get it shipped tomorrow. It's about a 7-10 day turnaround. We got, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, give or take. So it's going to be probably 15 days or so before we get it back, get it reinstalled, and hopefully there's some good weather. We can get it out and do some hits on the car. Check it out. I'm super excited about this. So anyway, so let's get to building our crate. Sorry about the lighting, guys. This is what I'm going to work with. And this is the inside of the tote, so it's pretty square. I think it's about 19 wide on the top, roughly, maybe a little bit more, 19 on the bottom, maybe a little bit more on top. I think it's 41 is the length, so it's plenty of space to get in there and get that trainee. So pretty decent construction. We're gonna basically build that platform here, and then we'll seal it up. We'll seal it up and she'll be ready to ship. So a couple tools we're gonna need: chop saw, tape measure, construction screws. They're 1 5/8 to build our crate, and then a electric drill. So we'll get to work. The first cut is 32 inches. So we're gonna lay them on the inside of those wheel wells down there to the whole length, almost buttered up to the wall, and then we'll cut our cross support. We'll measure that, and then that's how we're going to screw that down. So that top cross piece, about 16 inches across, we'll pretty much cut all our other ones same width, and we'll build the crate down, and we'll get our ratchet straps, and then we should be good. I mean, this took really no more than 10 to 15 minutes. So this is what we did. We made our crate on the bottom. We'll put our ratchet straps in between. We'll strap it to the crate. I'll probably use 3 of them. So what's on the bottom are 2x4s. Then maybe like a 1x3 or something, 1x4 slats. It was just old wood I used from a swing set that I tore down. I think it's sufficient, and that's it. We're going to call it a night. There's the old girl right there, and we'll pick it up again. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. I got some new subscribers, so thanks for subscribing. Hope you guys like the channel. Today we are getting the car ready. We're getting it over to Scotty's Auto in prep for a couple of things. We're getting the trainee out. It's going to get packed up. We're going to get it shipped to Calimer for a full rebuild, going with the stage 3, and then also we are going back to our 373 gears from our 410. So that should help us with our traction rolls we've been struggling with, and give us a great opportunity just to see how all the rear suspension mods are working. Again, as you know, with those 410 gears, very steep gear for a 3.66 to 1 first gear ratio on the trainee. Once we get those 373s in, I'm in hopes to pick up better traction. If not, the road we're going to go down is to move the rear sway bar with the relocation bracket from BMR to allow us to get a 15-inch wheel on the rear of that car, and then we'll get some meats, your 15-inch selects for it, and that should get us to hook up. Hopefully this will get us in the right direction. We'll get it to the track in the spring, and we'll see what this baby will do. All right, we're heading to Scott's. Let's check out the car real quick. Alright, we're getting her legs taken out, and we're getting some bionic ones put in, so you guys get a chance to see what a Calimer transmission runs and how it sounds and what it feels like. She just went into third. I could feel it. It was a little crunchy, but she went in. So fortunately, this is like an eighth of a mile from my house, which is really, really handy. We're just gonna pull it right in. Start right here. All right. What's going on, guys? Today is the day. Trainee's out. We'll show you the tote. We need another ratchet strap to secure it, so we have 3 we're gonna secure the trainee down with, and we'll show you the tote we built. We'll go get our transmission and get it shipped. This is the Craftsman tote. Now we got a good view of it. Got some daylight going on. We are also going to drill a couple holes here and here for the zip tie, so we can zip tie it also here. But this is pretty much what the crate looks like. We're going to get one more tie down in there to help secure that, and then like I said, we'll get her going and get her shipped. We're going to put the heavy side on the wheel side, so it's easier to pick up and manage and pull. So we'll head to Scotty's.
They ever ask him questions? Did he ever have to answer important questions like, would you support packing the Supreme Court?
Got a lot of work going on here.
Puerto Rico statehood, 4 more Democratic senators. Would you support getting
What's going on?
Legislative?
You're going to town. You know, I think I'm gonna take your advice and just keep my same slave cylinder. Because you're right, it's probably got a lot of miles left on it.
I don't see it going bad anytime soon. Probably not until you decide to change the training or something again.
Dude, this was not on my list, trust me. But it's just gonna make it that much more, you know, of a solid, reliable car to thrash. Right? All right, guys, we got it packed up. Sorry I didn't get a video of that. It was a little bit difficult trying to manhandle. We ended up taking off a section on the end of crossboards. It was just sitting too high. We couldn't close the lid. And then we removed another board so the bell housing can sit down deeper into the tote, but yet there's still support because the 2 2x4s were still there. But it was enough to drop the bell housing down to get the lid on, because the lid is a bit recessed and it goes inside the tote itself. We added 4 more zip ties in the center, so 2 per side and then 2 on the end, which was cut. So we drilled a small hole, 1/4 inch, and zip tied the whole top down. It's heavy. I don't know how heavy it is, but it's not going to be cheap
ship, but it's what we got to do to get this done. I'll try and get a video going into FedEx, the ship it store or whatever. See if we can't get quick coverage of that, and then we should be good to go. I have the information to Calimer Transmissions. I also emailed them on his website per his email with information, so he has everything that he needs to start the build. And I'll follow up with a phone call and also send him the tracking number. That way he knows it's coming, and then we should be good to go. Again, he's at a 7 to 10 day turnaround, so I'll know better when I call him, and then find out what that looks like. Shipping, I'm not sure, to be standard, so 2-3 days maybe, I don't know, Pennsylvania. We'll find out. So we can just cover a couple things off. My conversation that I had with Ben Calimer a couple weeks ago, and I apologize for not getting that on video, but anyways, the input shaft, of course, is 23 spline. It will be also billet steel. He did mention there will be some noise, gear noise driving. That's normal on the Heliacut gears. Those are all billet steel. But apparently there's a little bit of noise. I watched a few videos. It's not bad. It's not any worse than a humming 410 gear, 456 gear going down the road. But it is going to take some, you know, if you will, niceness away from the car. But we're out playing with the car, hitting it. It is what it is. The best fluid to use, he recommended the AMS oil manual transmission. It's a 75-90 weight. It takes 2 3/4 of a quart, so of course we'll purchase 3 quarts. And then he did say, and not know how much, which is a positive, it will decrease the parasitic drag. So the gears he's putting in here, the whole work he's doing, is going to take less horsepower to rotate, so we're getting more power to the back wheels, which is good. They do dyno test the trainees before they leave in-house to make sure they work, so that's a positive. I had that question. And then they actually help out with shipping costs on the way out, so which is good, because the initial cost there is we'll find out what it's going to be. But other than that, he recommended the let's talk about this. He recommended the Craftsman tote as I used. However, where I went wrong was I should not have built it on the 2x4s that were flat with the cross boards, like a mini crate, if you will. He recommended a board, a flat board, so cut it to size. That's what I should have did. I didn't do. Hopefully it'll be fine. It seems to be okay. It would fit in there much better than it is. So guys, I recommend, if you're doing that, follow those directions. Get a piece of plywood, plenty strong, cut it down to size that you need, whatever the dimensions are. It's like 19 by 40, but you want to take those measurements and make sure you get it right, and then you'll get and kind of belt that, or ratchet strap that whole transmission to that board. Okay, it's not Ship It. That's the company that brings our groceries. It's pack mail. That's what we're shipping out of. So they do UPS, United States Postal Service, I believe, and then FedEx. All right. Anyways, glad I straightened that one out, right? So, sorry guys, I didn't record, and I'm really awful at that, doing these impromptu recordings. But here's the deal. Hazmat, I was warned if there's any fluid leaking out, you'd get fined big. It would stay in St. Louis, and I'd have to go there and pick it up and pay a fine. He made sure there's no fluid in it. It drained for 3 hours, I was told. So what we're gonna do, he recommends shipping it freight, which is actually cheaper that way. It will get banded to a pallet, and it will go basically there that way. It was actually cheaper for me to ship that way. I think it was $225, and then we put $500 worth of insurance, so it's $5 for every 100.
So that's $25 insurance. So the total actually came out pretty good. It was $265 for the total, including insurance. So that was way better than I was quoted. Initially it was $350. Yay, that works. It's going to get there mid next week. It's not ideal, but he's going to try and get it out tonight, which is great. Also, the total weight on there wasn't bad, and I forgot to mention, so we'll add this in. But total weight with the tote and the little mini wooden crate we got going on there was 150 pounds. So it's less than I expected, which is good. So that tranny probably weighs somewhere in the area of 100 and, I don't know, 44, maybe 45 pounds. So that's actually pretty good. It might be a little bit lighter. Maybe, you know, 142, 143. That might be a better estimate based on the weight of the tote and the wooden crate we built. So, plus we have the tie downs in there. So, anyways, all good, man. We'll let you take a look at the tracking. So, again, packed mail. You can see it was what, $265 declared value, $500. So that's my core. That's what I base that on. That's insurance. And that's it, man. We'll wrap this video up. So to my new subscribers, thanks guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Super excited about getting this build in. And we got our 373s in too. They put them in already. So this car is going to be a brand new car, brand new monster. Hopefully she works well. We're going to get all the coverage as far as testing, driving, and what's left of the good days, if we have any. But we'll do the best we can to get some, you know, videos out there for you guys. So again, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a great day. Thanks and take care.